Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Battle Brothers. So we ended the previous episode in, what's the name of the city? Eulenmark. And found a contract there to kill some more brigand rebel. So that's what we're gonna start with today, and then well, we'll see how far we get, because I didn't touch the game for like 5 days at least, so I'll need at least one episode to get back into it. But I checked everything before I started recording, so hopefully I won't be completely lost. So let's start with 2 level ups that we have from the previous episode. This one, or both actually, shouldn't be that difficult because we can get our weapon mastery. So this is gonna be sling mastery. With that we get +1 range and accuracy. Is that range range skill? Nope. Accuracy with slings and slingshot is increased by 10%. It sounds like it well, it's not range skill. They would probably say, what does accuracy mean? I only saw the increase to range. Oh, well, it actually increased vision, not range, but I guess that's the same thing in this case. But I don't know what the accuracy means. Oh, whatever. I guess it's range skill, kind of. Or maybe I missed the increase. Now, +4. Oh, the range defense is horrible this time. I might actually skip it because it's really bad, and instead go for these 2. Both are maxed rolls. Or this is not an initiative build, so I don't think I want to go for initiative once. It won't really change anything, but the survivability and stamina will be useful. So that's one thing. Okay. And here we get the bow mastery. Again, I didn't notice any increase to range skill, though we don't get the accuracy here, so never mind. And 1, 2, 3. This one is easy. That resolve is kind of scary on the 33. What was the roll to resolve? I should probably keep an eye on it. I might actually pick it up. Just how likely is it that we're gonna need it? If we play well, then even 33 should be fine. It's not a frontliner. Okay, let's stick to initiative. But damn, there's just no way Brunilda survives for a long time. I'm of course planning to replace her no matter what. It's nice to have 3 stars in these 2 stats, but this side is just disastrous. And the starting numbers were not high enough either, so even an average hunter will be better. But yeah, for now this will have to do. Okay, next we want to set up a camp just for like 2 or 3 hours. We need some minor repairs. There we go. And now we want to accept the contract. I think it's this one. Accept. And where do we have to go? Southwest. Let's go. I hope we catch them before the night. There they are. So what are we facing? Just rebel and rebel poachers again. I was thinking that because of the reward 440, that it might be thugs. Please catch them before the night. I didn't quite see if it's night or not because Andromeda came here to play with us, so that was a bit distracting. Okay. So we are not fighting during the night. Good. Wait. Definitely want to use the high ground. So let's move up here to protect it a little bit. Are they all gonna move up? Yes. That's a miss. Come on. Oh, I should have probably gone for aimed shot. Whoops. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of, that I'd play on like autopilot that I'm used to from like the usual runs where the start is not that difficult, and people are actually capable of hitting things with normal attacks, and aimed shots are required only for like necromancers and things like that. Great, this is an amazing start already. This guy has to die. There we go. So it actually worked even without the end shot. I'm tempted to move forward. Okay, now if we could kill the guy with the cleaver, that would be great. I'm a bit scared that he's gonna hit here again and we're just gonna bleed out. Good. Oh, nice. And you know what? Let's just move back. You've taken enough damage. 45, 66. Let's go for 66. Nice. This is probably gonna hit. Yep. One, two, three, four. Okay, let's make sure that we catch all of them. Do I want to move you forward to get in range of the pitchfork? Whatever. Come on, you can do it. Good. I was hoping that with the low morale they wouldn't hit. Well, I was wrong. Yeah, that's too late. Damn, that pitchfork was doing a lot of damage. And the cleaver as well. I guess it's because those were headshots, both of them, but still. Okay, so we're gonna need some minor healing and also some repairs. But as a warm-up, I guess this was fine. How much is he offering? Just out of curiosity, I'm not taking this, but whoa, that's a lot of money. But no, I'm not accepting that. I don't want to take the hate to relations. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to answer one comment. Why am I not using, where is he? Here. Why am I not using staff yet? Well, what's the name of the staff? I think it's called quarterstaff. I don't want to switch until I get that, or until I get all of the staff perks. So I want to get at least I want to get staff spins as well before we switch, because staff spins is the perk that turns the daisies into stuns. The daisies are just not good enough compared to like full stuns. So when we get that, I will switch to staff, even if we have to take one of the garbage ones, because the crowd control is quite valuable. Until now, the crowd control wasn't quite like hard enough. When they are, where is it? Like daze doesn't prevent the enemy from like doing something. It just gives him penalty. That's not good enough. I just want the stuns. If stun succeeds, the enemy is not doing anything. At that point, I'm willing to equip basically any staff that I have. If we had I'm really not sure, but I think it's called quarterstaff. If we had that one, then I guess I would have swapped earlier. But they're probably considered higher tier weapons, so we won't get them until we start fighting at least thugs. But we'll see about that. The problem is that the basic staff has like no damage at all, and if it doesn't have the added value of proper crowd control, I think it's better to basically use anything else. Especially if we have the militia glaives that can do a decent damage. Okay, there is our reward. Do we get another contract? No, we don't. So what do we want? I wanted to check the marketplace and buy a few things. I was hoping they would be even cheaper than this after we finish the contract. But well, we need armor for 2 more people. I'm already preparing for the 2 new guys that we get, well, when we get to 500 renown. We have this Gambeson, so for that we still need an extra layer, so that's gonna be this one, and then we need 1 more full set for the 8th person, and that's gonna be these 2. And then I'm also going to buy 2 helmets, well, helmets, leather hoods, these 2. So now we have gear for 2 more people. Food-wise, I guess we are fine. We are just really close to the next town, so we can just wait until we are about to run out. Weapons, we'll decide on weapons when we get the recruits. I have some like ideas for recruits I'd like to get, but we can't really be picky about recruits. So for now, we will have to work with whatever we get. So when we see the recruits, then we decide on weapons. I mean, if we get something really good for an acceptable price, which we are not getting, that could affect my decision, but it would have to be something really, really good. Okay, let's actually set up a camp. I didn't like those 2 hits at all, and we should be able to fix the damage in no time. Actually, the hit points are taking a while. I thought that our healing was a little bit more effective. Okay, that will have to do. I don't want to spend too much time here, because I'm a little bit nervous that we're gonna run into some more brigands around here. We know, or no, we expect 2 brigand camps in the area, one somewhere in the swamp and another one somewhere to the south. thinking, should I do some exploring? But it feels like a waste of time when I know for sure, or like 95% sure, that we can't attack any camps yet. Exploring and looking for camps feels a little bit like waste time. We find them, nice, but what then? We have to leave anyway. Come on, give me some. I want to say, give me something good. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we are not spending 4 days on a caravan escort. And I was told that I can set up a camp while I'm escorting a caravan, and it's not a bug; it's an intended feature. But I mean, they're just. If you take a bad fight and you have a long way to go, then it's good, so that you can repair and feel a little bit safer when you continue. But I guess you can be ambushed during the camp, so you're just basically adding time to the caravan escort, which I don't like at all, because that's the time where I can choose my fights. I want the escort to be done as quickly as possible. I don't want anything to delay me, so that it's done and I can once again like be free to choose any fights that I want, not the fights that the game forces me into. I should probably still keep checking the marketplace just in case. Oh, we're gonna need shields. How much was that shield? Oops, not what I wanted. 62? Yeah, I think I'll take that. How much are we paying every day? I should have checked that. 90 crowns per day. Okay, the price is going up, so maybe I shouldn't be spending this much. Well, too late to change that. Dunkelwald next. And we just need more quests to return items. Those are starting to pay quite well. 350 to 450 is a decent reward, and they're so easy to do. What do you want me to do? Grossenkog. I think that's one of the villages in the south. Yep. That would prevent me from taking contracts in Hirschmark. Not a big fan of that. Okay, let's go this way. I'm not looking for locations, as I said, but there could be some random groups running around, which we are definitely interested in. What is this? Oh, I hate this contract. I hate this contract. Contract, what am I talking about? This event. It just always ends with injury. Yeah, having a spider on someone and burning it, probably a bad idea. But slashing it off sounds very much like an injury. So I will try burning with fire. Last time I had this event, I did the first one, and it ended up with a really bad injury that took like a week to heal up. I guess it's gonna be the same thing here. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, is it just a dream? Oh, it was just a dream. But I'm pretty sure that I had this event, and it was not a dream. What the? Or maybe... No, there's no way. I'm thinking if it's possible that it ended up with an injury, but then as a follow-up, it also told me, hey, it was just a dream. Because it's been a while, and I only had this event like once in the past, I think, so I'm not sure. I just know that I was not happy about the outcome. Maybe I'm just misremembering things. Okay, well, I was about to complain a lot after that, but I guess it's not necessary. Holy crap, don't do that to me. I was like, okay, so the game just randomly decided to kill one of my guys. Great. And there was nothing for me I could do about it. I have to remember this. I hope we don't see it too often, but maybe from time to time as a reminder so that I don't get scared like this every time. And I apologize for not saying anything for like a minute or something like that, but I needed to compose myself a little bit, not to start like swearing. What are we doing here? Follow the tracks. Yes, please. We need that. And then caravan escort south would be great. The hub. Well, that is a little too far south. So if we accepted that, we'd go this way all the way. Unfortunately, if the hub was coastal, just a little bit to the, what is this, southeast, then we could take the caravan, sail back to these 3 villages. That would be so damn good. Or maybe I just shouldn't even think about caravans that take this long. With the bad RNG, you get a tough fight early, and then one more fight later when you are not ready for it and you're screwed. Well, we are definitely doing this one though. How are we doing renown-wise? That's one thing I didn't check. 443, so it's still gonna take a while. Unless we just decide to go for the ambition, which I don't want, just throw away 1,000 gold on the banner. Yeah, the same thing again, but we don't really have a choice. I would love to start doing something a bit more interesting, but we just can't. And please don't fight in the mountains. Fighting in the forest is already bad enough. There we go. Okay, let's take the high ground, at least some of it. Wait. Here I think we can kill the dog right away, or at least try it. I actually learned that sometimes killing dogs is a bad idea, because they don't really do too much, usually. And they block one tile around your people. So it's blocking a strong enemy from coming in. So sometimes it's better to leave the dog and focus on other enemies. But here it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna let him live though. 71. Why is the chance to hit with the bow so much higher than with the staff? I know there was an aimed shot, but I thought that Imeric actually had higher range skills. I would expect him to have higher chance to hit with basic attacks. Wait. Yeah, even if the dog hits, doesn't really do anything. As long as the dog doesn't have something like overwhelm, we don't care about it. And as I said, it's blocking one tile. We can probably step forward here. I guess I'm gonna kill him now. This is gonna make it a bit more interesting for them. And we want to kill some of these guys. They're, are you ranged? Yes, you are. So the melee half of the group is all coming from this side, which means we want to get rid of some of them. There we go, that was nice. Do we go for it? Well, these two guys don't really have anything to do, so may as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one more brigand somewhere we don't know about. No, it's okay. Let's start. Oh, okay, it's actually blocked here. Well, you are next. 49. Let's go for 49 twice. 51. Nope. There he is. How much damage can a shovel do? Probably not that much. And let's step down. Come on. There we go. Really? We can't get there? Let's go for 65. Nice. But they will just start running away now, and actually we can catch him. Great, so only one of them is gonna make it. There we go. Okay, this was much better. Can we get the level up or two? Nope. We'll probably have to sell something. Because as I'm trying to not spend too much time in camp, we just don't have enough time to salvage everything. Come on. Soon we will be forced to start doing like more difficult contracts and attack more challenging enemies, because the money, that's what's gonna force us into the higher difficulty. We are keeping these two. We are keeping that. We are keeping that. Okay. And the rest we're gonna dismantle. Food. We need food. Can we get cheap food? For 2 days? We could buy ground grains and Think about the bread, but it's quite expensive. 37 is 3 days. Let's now if I buy the meat, it's just gonna spoil. We are about to lose this in 1 day though. Let's wait, you can buy food in the next village. Okay, not taking that. What about some news? Nothing. And how much renown did we get for the contract? It was 43, right? 443 force. Actually, that's more than I expected. I thought these basic contracts give like 10 renown or something. Well, let's keep going. Come on, we need to find some rebel along the way. I'm actually tempted to check this cemetery. Problem is we won't see the garrison, so like, going in completely blind sounds like a horrible idea. This is not something that we want to do. $57 for fish sounds good. So let's buy the fish, and that should be again enough for a while. And yeah, let's walk to Krakendorf. Again, I want to check if there are any brigands here that we could kill. Nope. Come on, give me something. Brunstad. Too far. I have no idea what changes here when it's a 3 skull contract. But I want to know. So let's save the game. Just in case it's or the increase in the difficulty is too much for us. But I need to know if this is something that we can do in the future. I will do this probably every time I'm going into a contract that we have not done before. I just don't have time to test all of these things off camera. And I'm not dying because of like my lack of knowledge. It doesn't really change anything. I don't know what's the difference here, why it's a 3 skull contract. But next time we get this, we are going in, no like saving, reloading if things go wrong. Now we know it's manageable, so that's the information I needed. Really don't know why it's considered like more difficult contract 3 skull when it's maybe even easier than before, or is it? Oh, maybe it is more difficult. They have a Necromancer with them. I wonder if it's guaranteed when it's a 3 skull contract. Well, that will definitely make it more interesting, because how the hell do I get the Necromancer? I have no clue. What kind of weapons do they have? They don't really have any weapons that I would have to worry about too much. So if we do... this... and this is risky, and this, then hopefully, okay, that was a lot of damage. We got hit 3 times today by a melee weapon, and every time it was to the head. That's great. So you're going there. You will have to go this way. And you will have to go this way. Come on, headshot. That's not the headshot, and he has pretty damn good gear. Crap. Okay, finish him off. I hope the zombie that will come out of him won't use that, what is it, hoe? I think that's hoe. That's good. Needed to get rid of the hammer. $21, that sounds really bad. So I can't kill these 4. Because that would be too many zombies. I don't really want to kill these 2 either. And attacking the Necromancer sounds like a waste of time. Well, maybe not. Now, you lock these 2 in place, maybe do some damage, but leave them alive. Okay, so the zombie is using the... oh, that's bad. Oh, that's not great either. Crap, crap, crap. This is not going well. 19. Oh, I'm slowly getting somewhere. Oh, that hurt. Didn't expect from basic flail to take this much damage. Okay, so we need to kill this guy. Well, that was easy. So what's it gonna be? Oh, come on. Oh, I hate everything. Okay, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna get stopped by a zombie here. You can do it. Well, that's not quite enough. As expected. Oh my god. That's not happening. Two, three. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough stamina for a knockback. Let's do nothing then. Ow. This is just another zombie that's gonna come out. And look how little damage they're taking. Panic. Okay, that's the best outcome. That's actually fine. Ish. Well, now he can't attack. I mean, can't summon, I think. I hope I'm not wrong about that. Shield wall. You are not in a good shape. How is the Necromancer still alive? How many hits was that? 5th at this point? Real nervous that we're gonna hit whoever this is, Ricard. Shield wall. Okay, well. It was just trouble, but the Necromancer made the fight so much more interesting. And please stop hitting me. I just can't risk it. There's no way I'm taking the shot at this point. I'm even gonna take this one as an aimed shot. Okay, that's a dead zombie. Don't hit. Okay, that was not fun. Minus 20% fatigue. Okay, we can fight with that. That's actually one of the best options if we have to get injured. 20% fatigue for both our range characters. That's easily manageable. We didn't get a level up somehow. Not a single one. And we got 2 potions though. Threshold to sustain injuries increased by 33%. I actually don't think they changed the potions at all. which is quite disappointing. I also don't think they added any potions. So I'm really disappointed with how they reworked some of the mechanics in the previous DLCs, not touching these at all in Legends. I mean, it's Legends mod. Like, come on, guys, you can do better than just, like, I don't know, add the new stuff into the mod. You can improve it. I expected so much from the potions. And from what I have seen, maybe I haven't seen enough. And later, even if they change that, you can get multiple potions of each type. That would be a huge improvement. But if they just added it into the mod and didn't change it at all, then I'll be so disappointed. The least that I expected was that they would add potions for the new enemies that are in Legends, and they would add some really good ones for the like top tier enemies like flesh ghouls. But well, I guess not. I would do something like that the top tier enemies that are only in Legends wouldn't have a guaranteed potion drop. It would be like a small chance, but they would have some crazy effect that would be like a chase item and would give you a reason to fight these endgame enemies. Because other than that, I mean, yeah, they have some crafting materials, but you don't really need most of them. So in the end, it's just a challenge. But when you do it once, you usually just say, okay, this is a little too much. I don't need a challenge like this and risk like losing multiple high-level people. But if the reward was a chance for a potion that, I don't know, I'll give you an example. From Flesh Ghouls would be 1% chance to drop per Flesh Ghoul in the group, or 2%. And the character that uses it gets sick for like double as long as he would from other potions. But then you gain an ability that for 3 turns, let's give you an example. For 3 turns, it's activated ability that at the end of each turn, you fully heal and repair. Or for 3 turns, no, we may be too much. For 2 turns, you become invincible. You can't lose hit points. I know it's a lot, but we are talking about killing potentially like tens of flesh ghouls, which is also a lot to get there. And I mean, what else do you add in the end game? Slightly better items, slightly better uniques that have 20 more armor. That doesn't change anything. You won't chase items that really have a meaningful impact. Who cares that on day 2000 your company is invincible? Almost invincible. I mean, if you got that far, you probably should be invincible, to be honest. How many people make it that far? But if you do, let's just give the player something that he feels rewarded for the grind. Well, enough talking. Let's just leave. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna get the reward, and I think that's gonna be all for this episode. Holy crap, I might even just send a message if it's possible, devs. The problem is, I was told that all of the developers are now really busy with like other stuff, so they don't have time to focus on Legends. So that might be the reason why they just added the new DLC and didn't change anything. But holy crap, there's so much potential. And also, I wouldn't just make the potions exclusive to Anatomists. I think it's exclusive to Anatomists, not background, but origin. I would make it that as long as you have the Anatomist in the party, you can get potions. And as Anatomist background, I'd make it that you can get 3 of each potion or 2 of each potion, so that the Anatomists are like more focused on it, or that you can get 1 per Anatomist in party if you are playing Anatomist Origin. Something like that, but give the potions to like all the origins or potions. And it doesn't even take that long to come up with this stuff. Come on. Hohenschanze. That's a long escort, because Hohenschanze is... Oh, it's even farther away? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's here. I actually thought it was north. I mean, we could do it. We could just skip the hub this time, which maybe I wouldn't mind. Once again, the only contract we can get there is, once again, slave apprising. I think I might actually take it next time, since it's the city that we want to go to anyway. And as I said, I don't really care about the hub. So we may buy some food here and go. And maybe before we do, we will set up a camp, heal up. That sounds like a plan. But well, we are done with this episode. So I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're going to join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.